Hey guys, welcome to Amy's Autopsy Report. My name's Amy. This video is going to kick off my very scary Christmas month-long horror movies of Christmas videos. So we're going to get started with the first one I picked is a recent film. It's called All Through the House. And I'm hoping that you guys like Christmas horror because I love Christmas horror. Christmas is actually not one of my favorite holidays, but Christmas horror makes it all better. So this film was just released actually on DVD and streaming, I believe, like maybe 3-4 weeks ago. It's a pretty new one. I thought I'd started off the month off with this one. This is a film directed by Todd Nunes. Basic plot of this story is, of this movie, is this girl is coming home from college and her town or her neighborhood's kind of obsessed with Christmas. And so she's coming home from college and she's kind of obsessed with this story of this girl that went missing like 15 or 20 years prior. And, so she gets home and you find out that this girl's mother has passed away like when she was a little girl, and she lives with her grandma. So she arrives home to the grandma's house. She receives a letter from a lady that lives right down the street or like a few houses down, that lady would like her to help decorate her house. So it's kind of, implied that these people don't really know each other all that well, so it's kind of odd to begin with, I thought. So anyway, her and her friends decide to go over to this woman's house and help decorate. Well, the woman leaves, and, all this stuff has been happening from the beginning of the movie. You see this person dressed up as Santa Claus, killing people and chopping off guys' nuts. Yeah. So that's the basic plot of the story. I'm not going to go into it any further because it does take several twists and turns, and I don't want to ruin that for you if you decide to watch this film. So let me get into the things I liked about this film. I liked the idea of the story. It definitely was unique. A lot of the Christmas slashers have this, the same old thing. This story was definitely different. So I liked that. This movie, obviously, visually was made with a budget because it did not look cheap. It looked like it was shot on film, or if they shot it on digital, it looked really good. It had some great lighting. It was very Christmassy. When you watch a Christmas horror movie, you want it to be Christmassy. The only thing really missing was snow. And I'm guessing they did not film this in a cold climate because even though everyone was wearing like hats and stuff, you couldn't see anybody's breath when they were breathing. So it was obviously not really cold. But yeah, the houses were decorated. There was Christmas music playing. It definitely felt Christmassy. So that was a big plus. This movie had some really good gore effects, some good practical effects. So I was happy that they used practical effects in such a new film. So let me get into the things I didn't like about this movie. Even though I liked a lot of things about the movie, this one definitely had problems. And it had problems with the story, first of all. The pacing of the story was just kind of off. There was at least 10 minutes worth of stuff that wasn't necessary. The acting felt really disconnected from the audience, I felt, because the actors were not necessarily bad. It's almost like they just didn't have a whole lot to work with the lines. So it was partially like a dialogue issue, and you don't get much character development from anyone, so it's hard to relate to the characters. So that was a big problem. And then the other side of the coin, there were some of the actors, I felt like they were overdoing it. So you had a bunch of actors that it was just very unbalanced. You had some actors who were very stiff. It was like they were just reading off of a paper. And then you had other actors who were completely overdoing it to the point where it was just not believable in any sense of the word. So that I definitely didn't didn't care for it. There were also a few times when it just kind of got a little bit boring. They at least added enough kills in there to keep it interesting, I thought. Oh, another thing I really did like, I forgot to mention, is the mask. The killer wears a mask, and it's this. Let's see if you can see that. And that actually looked really rad, and I really liked that. Overall, I felt like this had so much more potential, and it just fell short for me. I didn't hate it, but I didn't love it either. I just felt like it was a little bit mediocre. I say it's definitely worth a watch. I don't know. I'm kind of glad I bought it because I did like the effects and I liked the kills. So and the mask and some of the other stuff I did really like about it. So I'm glad I bought it. I'm gonna suggest that you stream it or rent it before you buy it if you collect movies like I do. I'm going to give this a 3 out of 5. I'd say I'm being pretty generous with that. It really should probably be 2.5. But yeah, I say give it a watch. It's kind of a fun way to kick off the season. It's definitely not PG-13, so, there's that, I guess. So yeah, give this movie a shot. Let me know what you think of it if you saw it in the comments below. I'm going to give it between a 2.5 and a 3 out of 5, 3 max. And let me know what you thought of it. And that's going to be it for this video, guys. I'm going to try to upload as many Christmas horror movie reviews as I can throughout the month of December. I hope you all will join me. And yeah, leave me a comment below if you're watching, and leave me a comment below if you've seen the movie. So that's going to be it for this video, guys. As always, you can follow me on Instagram at Amy's Autopsy Report. Like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, and I will catch you in the next one.